Got some good times knocking upon your front door.
Well, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this. It's Make Your Day Richer. I'm Richard Wilmore, and I am here with Darcy Fenoglio. Darcy, good morning.
Good morning, Richard. Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Thank you for coming on. Before this, Darcy and I were talking nonstop about documentaries, and at the end of the show, I'm going to be talking about a documentary that I watched over this weekend. And if you love documentaries, comment on this show and tell us which ones we should watch, because we both love them. But that's not why we're here, Darcy.
Yes.
Darcy is the Ailment Whisperer, which I met Darcy on at an online networking event a few weeks ago. And your story was so amazing, and what you do for people is so amazing that I instantly was like, I need you here. So tell everybody what you do, and then I want to backtrack kind of to how you got there.
Sure, absolutely. So I help people with their health, basically, in the basic terms and so forth of that. And I start in the kitchen and seeing on a 24, 48, 72-hour day as to what that looks like for them. And then we talk about different pain points and different things that they have going on with their health in the form of ailments. And then we see exactly how to have natural solutions to help themselves with those problems.
And so you had RA, rheumatoid arthritis, for 20 plus years. Is that correct?
Yes, I did have it actually. So I haven't had any symptoms, any flare-ups in over 5 years. So I completely was able to rid my body of it naturally.
And how did you figure this out? Was it trial and error for yourself, or how did that come about? This kind of
Well, when
like
when I first was managing with medications and everything, I got myself to the lowest doses of my medication, but I was never able to get off of my medication or be able to stop the flare-ups from happening. And I was okay with that. You know, I was living a healthy life, water, exercise, sleep, supplementation, and my medications were pretty much my daily routine. And when my dad had hurt his shoulder getting an x-ray at the hospital, I didn't want him having any more medications. And so I kind of went down this rabbit hole to see what I could do naturally to help him be able to regain the strength and really help his body to heal itself. And lo and behold, the rabbit hole was exactly what I needed in order to help myself. It wasn't the lack of trying. And that's the same with many people. You know, many people try multiple things to help themselves. And a lot of times it's not, they quit before they're able to, because they don't get in that position overnight or within a month or two. It's usually over a long period of time in which their body is not able to recover. So then therefore they try multiple things, and sometimes it's just not enough time for their body to help itself heal, because it does take time to do that. And so that's how I was kind of able to really look at what I was doing, and the medications were more of the cause of the inflammation and what was going on in my body. And then I also saw the lack of vitamin and nutrient and mineral absorption. And then that was the key. I just upped those things, and then I was able to get off my medication.
Wow. I know when we were talking in the networking event that we were at, I was shocked because I asked, like, well, how long do you usually work with someone? And you said, I don't work with anybody more than 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months is really the time frame that I would really like to do a deep dive and have somebody all in. When you're trying to get rid of damaged cells and different things and ailments of more massive, I would say, that's going on in the body, you really need to be all in what you're doing. And that is also key in doing that. So really looking at what you are doing daily in your consumption of your food and all the different drinks that you're consuming, and the lack of the vitamins and nutrients that you're putting in to help your body repair. That is, when you do those things, your body will take care of itself.
I imagine that, I'm sure the list is very long, but are there things that most people are consuming or not consuming that we should or shouldn't be?
Yes, absolutely. So sugar is the number one thing, and sugar has about 200 different names that they
Mhm.
hide it in a lot of different products and so forth. And so maltodextrin is also one that people need to be looking out for, because maltodextrin is in everything, including vitamin supplements that you get off the
Wow.
shelf. And so maltodextrin is about, I won't say a specific percentage, but it's a lot worse than sugar in some cases, because it's just in everything that we consume.
Gosh. I know,
Yeah.
and like when people go back to that, it's like, well, refined sugar, but well, I have raw sugar, I have agave, I use maple syrup. Like, are those all under the same umbrella as sugar?
When somebody has extreme, excuse me, when somebody has extreme damaged cells in the body, all I help people to understand that taking away all sugar for a period of time then is the best way to go about combating it, for sure.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay.
Including
What?
in health,
Okay.
including in healthy foods as well. There's a lot of sugars, too much protein turns to sugar. There's a lot of sugar in fruits and all of that type of stuff. So we look at the whole picture in order to come up with a protocol that they can follow to the T.
Yeah, because sometimes and maybe maybe it's just me right now who's going to vent like this is a therapy session, but like sometimes it feels like you are, eat your fruits and vegetables, but then not too many fruits because that has sugar. Like it feels like you don't a normal person just doesn't know what's the right amount or what's the good stuff because at some point it all sounds bad.
Yeah, and for the average person, fruits and vegetables, especially more vegetables, is definitely the way to go to stay
Mm,
healthy, because
yeah.
all of the different colors of the rainbow for fruits and vegetables are so good for you. When you have damaged cells in the body, then you have to scale back on any types of sugars in order to get the body back to homeostasis and get your immune system back up and running and working in your favor. It can only do so much with what it's given.
Yeah. Oh, what have you learned since you've started this business and this journey?
Oh my goodness, I've learned so much. And when somebody is having an extreme ailment or just something that is their pain point of what they want to change, they really have to be all in order to do that. And when I'm mentoring and guiding people on what to do, I have to really listen to exactly what they want and how they want to go about doing it. And when I see that they have everything in front of them to be able to have the tools and the tips and the tricks and everything else that go along with it, um, that is the hope that they can go and move forward in every little step that they take. So we do baby steps, but they are baby steps that are going to be achievable, and they're going to feel in their body that something is definitely changing. And that's why I like to have people have the 90 days all in, because those wins are going to be coming very quickly, and therefore we don't want to get knocked off, the schedule and the protocol and everything of what we're trying to achieve by them not having the tools and the tricks. So we want to make sure that those are in place to be able to follow along and have an easy protocol.
Yeah, and I what I loved was something that you told me in that meeting was like people I work with have to be all in. Like this is not like oops, this is my cheat day, this is my whatever day, I'll try again next week. Like the importance of being 100% committed to bettering yourself.
Right. If somebody has been to the doctor, had some type of diagnosis that is where they've either had it, where they just got diagnosed, or had it for a long time. So many people have done so many things, or they just don't know where to turn. And so I do a free consultation to really understand and see what that looks like for them and their commitment level as well to what it is that they are willing to do. So not everybody is willing to put in the work that it takes. And so therefore, when they are ready, I'm here 100% for them.
Oh, it's so important what you're doing because it's also like advocating for yourself, like you can go to a doctor, you can get on all the medication that's not really helping you. And this is really knowing what your body needs and what your body is asking for.
Yeah, absolutely. We weren't grown up learning all of the guides of exactly how much we need of certain things. And when our body starts to have ailments that come up, where do we turn? Where do we turn?
Mhm.
And so therefore I am just a guide and a mentor in order to help steer them in the right direction. So I have two ways of helping somebody. I have my Ailment Whisperer side of things, which is if somebody just wants to reach out to me and have access and information where we just talk a few different times, that's on my Ailment Whisperer side of things. And the more deep dive and the 90-day protocol and so forth, that's more on my naturopathic guided mentor side, where we have to be together talking and communicating every single day, because they need to stay and stick to their regimen. And sometimes in the very beginning, it might sound hard, but those baby steps and those wins and being there as their guide and mentor, I am there for them every step of the way.
Can you talk at all about like maybe the type of person that would come to you or the type of ailments? Like I know there are a lot of people who are like, well, mine's not that bad. I don't need help. I've got it, or I just got diagnosed with something, so I'm going to see if this works. But what type of person or what type of ailments maybe should be looking into you?
Anybody that is frustrated with something that is going on with their body for a long period of time and they've tried so many different things, that's definitely somebody that I would love to talk to. And somebody that's recently diagnosed and is going to a doctor and so forth and wants a different perspective on what the doctor has said, or even before they go to the doctor, some of those questions that they can ask. And if they're going to be having tests done and so forth, I can steer them in the right direction as to what tests also to ask for in order to see that what's going on in the body that they might not be doing, or putting on maybe a blood panel, let's say.
And what is the best way to contact you?
Is my info. So it's https dot, yep, //info.co/lowercase Darcy. Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. What do you love most about your life right now?
I feel like I am the messenger of his mission, and I am 100% God led, and everything that I learn on a daily basis. Like I had mentioned to you before, when we got on this call, I was listening to all things autophagy. And it might be a word that your audience might know, might not know, but
I do not.
I had went down the autophagy rabbit hole in how to really help your body to help itself. And so we'll do the word of the day. Is the word of the day is autophagy. And
what does that mean?
In order to find out what it is, you have to look it up instead of me sharing about it. And it is something amazing for your body and to just really help you help yourself. And so we'll leave it with that. The word of the day.
All right. Darcy, thank you so much for coming on and educating me and hopefully a lot of other people watching today.
Thank you so much, Richard. This is great. I would love, I'm so excited for you and your audience to just hear so many of the different topics that you do. Thank you for all that you share about, and thank you for having me on. Sure.
And once I Google autophagy, I will probably have you back on to talk about it.
Perfect. I would love it.
All right. We'll be right back after this, everyone.
Tired of harsh chemicals in your home? Let's change that. At ecoGlow Cleaning, we bring eco-friendly expertise right to your doorstep. We will make your day richer by bringing a glow to your home or office. For over 20 years, ecoGlow Cleaning has been the trusted choice for professional cleaning services in the Charlotte area. From deep cleaning to regular maintenance, ecoGlow Cleaning offers a wide range of services. All services are tailored to your needs and schedule. Our eco-friendly products ensure a healthy and safe environment for you and your family, including your pets. For a free quote, visit our website at www.ecoglowcleaning.com or give us a call at 704-777-9768. ecoGlow Cleaning is a proud sponsor of Make Your Day Richer TV.
Are you an independent creative looking to take your career to the next level? Whether you're an author, illustrator, or thinking about getting into this industry, it's time to step into the spotlight at the INKpreneurs Summit 2024. This November 1st and 2nd in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, we're bringing together the best minds in the publishing industry for 2 days of unparalleled learning and intimate networking. From hands-on workshops with industry experts to interactive networking mixers, you'll get the tools, connections, and insights to turn your creativity into a thriving business. And that's not all. Our Fresh Ink Pavilion is the place for new and emerging authors to showcase and sell their books, right in front of passionate readers and industry pros who are ready to support your journey. Plus, meet our incredible lineup of speakers sharing your secrets to success in publishing and beyond. Don't miss out. Secure your spot today and get ready to elevate your creative career. Visit INKpreneursummit.com to register. Let's give your creativity the success it deserves. See you in Winston-Salem.
I am one of the speakers at the INKpreneurs Summit, so make sure you get your tickets. I believe there are some left, and we will see you this weekend. It's Friday and Saturday. We're going to be doing some live interviews this week from the event, so it's going to be really fun. So I hope you join us. And I don't know if you saw at the beginning of the episode or not, but we have over 61,000 views and downloads of the show so far. So thank you to everyone who watches, who shares, who supports. I cannot thank you enough because I get to talk to amazing people like Darcy every day, and it's an honor to do that. What is also an honor is that outside of this show, I get to produce and edit other podcasts and live streams. And Before You Go is a podcast that I help with. It is about the dignity and grace of death. And it is hosted by two amazing women that I get to hang out with. Their season is wrapping up, and I hope that you go check it out. It's called Before You Go. And it's a very educational, but it's so fun to listen to them. You will not cry the entire time that you watch this episode, this podcast, even though it is about death. It is about preparing for death, making the best of death, and really dying with dignity. And so here is a clip of the latest episode that came out today. It's available on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts.
And then finally, and my favorite is, what brings them joy? And how can we instill still that sense of joy at the end of life, which sometimes we approach with sadness and despair. And how can we use the tools of yoga to really make people comfortable in their bodies, to bring them peace, because a lot of people go through anxiety during this time. And then how do they find that joy and tap into that joy at the end of life?
Yeah, beautifully said. Beautifully said. For the longest time, I was doing my own yoga at different studios here in San Antonio. Shout out to the Union and Pure Path. And I always felt that my yoga practice was very separate from what I do in my day-to-day job. And, you know, never saw any opportunity for the two of them to cross paths.
It's so good. Before you go is the podcast. Make sure you check that out wherever you get your podcasts. Switching topics completely. I watched a really good documentary this weekend. It's a docu-series, I think 3 episodes, and it is called Anatomy of Lies. I've never seen a single episode of Grey's Anatomy, but this documentary is about one of their co-executive producers and like head writer who basically like swindled her way into her position, ruining lives and completely making up her entire life. It is insane, this documentary. And then you think like, oh my gosh, this was happening. And she was just affecting all of these people on this award. She was winning awards. She was doing all of this stuff. It's so good. And but what I don't know is like where she is now. That's what I want to know. So we need a new documentary with her because I want to know what she's up to now. She clearly is like blacklisted from Hollywood, but like, what is she doing? It's insane. So if you have watched that documentary, let me know. And if you haven't, you need to watch it. That's it. Go watch that and come back tomorrow for the one and only Beth Badur. She's the author of Never Say Never and an amazing artist that you can actually buy her art on clothing, which I love. I met her at the Waxhaw Autumn Treasures event. She just walked up to me and she had great purple hair and we started chatting and I said, I love your pants. And she said, thanks, they're my art. And I was like, you're my kind of woman. And so she's going to come tomorrow right here in the studio and hang out with us. So thank you everyone for watching. Go make your day richer. Go make someone else's day richer. And you've made mine richer by watching this show. So I love you for it. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.